All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and make a gazebo from scratch. We're not going to do every single detail, but you know, we'll do a good amount of detail. So let's go ahead and start off with a cylinder. All right, and I always like to show the edges. All right. And we're going to do something real quick. We're going to go to perspective and front. And what we do here is a little weird, but it's a pretty good way to do it. We go to tools, and we go to edges, and we highlight these, and we go to connect. And then we bring this up here. We highlight these, and we go to connect. And we bring this down here. Now the reason why we do this is when we click it and we go to mesh smooth, it smooths out really nicely. So that is really important to do that. So it looks really good. Okay. I'm actually going to undo the smooth for now. I'm just going to hit Control Z and undo the smooth. Okay, so now I'm going to take my move tool. It's up here. I hit W on my keyboard for the shortcut. And I'm going to put it up here, and I'm going to make this one smaller. Actually, I'll make this one a little bit bigger. And do that. Okay, and what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go back to front view. And I'm going to select this edge, okay? That's what I'm going to do. And I'm just going to go ahead and hit delete. Nope, that doesn't work. Let's try that again. Let's go to remove, okay? And we'll go to remove. All right. Now we'll go like this, and we'll connect it, and then we'll go back to perspective, and we're just going to go ahead and take our scale tool and scale it out a little bit, just like that. Okay? So let's smooth this and see what it looks like. Perfect. Okay, so that's going to be our base. Let's go ahead and get our, like a basic pillar. I could smooth this one now too. All right, so we'll get a basic pillar. Right here. All right. And what we'll do is we'll put a little bit of a detail in here. We'll just sort of do this. We're going to go to face mode, grab this face, and we're going to insert it. And we're going to, oops, go ahead and go to extrude. And that's it. That looks fine. I mean, there's more you could do with this. You could sort of do this and then insert it again. This will look kind of neat. All right. And then we could extrude it. So we have this little box. You could add a whole bunch of detail in there. We're not. I'm just going to keep it like this, okay? It's kind of like what I did in class. You could add edge loops and stuff. I'm not going to do that. Then what we do is I'm going to make this easy for myself. I'm going to go to top view. I should have done this in class, but I didn't. Let's go to bottom actually. Back to top. I guess that'll do. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to transform, and we're going to go to pivot, and what we're going to do is we're going to move the pivot point, the local rotate pivot, forward. No, I think it's Z. Yeah, it's this way. So we're just going to move it to the center. That's good. Now what we'll do is we'll grab this thing and we're going to clone it, okay? And we're going to take it and we're going to rotate it. And we're going to put like one. Let's go ahead and rotate it. I don't know why I didn't do this when I did this with you guys. I should have. 2. I'm just eyeballing the rotation. Let's put one in the back. I'm actually going to delete this one up here. Okay. There you go. So we have our basic pillars set up. All right, this looks good. Let's get a cylinder. Again, there's going to be more detail you could add in on your own. I'm going to keep this fairly basic. Where it says local here, I'm just going to go to world real quick. Actually, local might be a little bit easier. It doesn't really matter. Okay. That's okay. So now what I'll do is I'm going to kind of do the same thing. Maybe I want to make this a little bit thinner and a little bit taller. All right, that's plenty tall. So what I could do is same thing. Pivot. I'm going to go back to top. And I'm going to go ahead and go to local rotate and Z. And then let's move it over in X. Beautiful. So now I'm going to take it. Let's just make sure I'm moving it right. Yep. And I'm just going to clone it. There's probably better ways to do this, but this will be fine. Okay, so we're just cloning them. And that'll do it. Now if you want, you could come in here and sort of move it over a little bit. It's kind of weird because you have to do it from here, but we'll just keep it like that. I think that's fine. All right, looks pretty good so far. Easy enough. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the bottom of this and I'm going to clone these guys. And I'm just going to bring them up. Okay. So that's looking pretty good already. I mean, we haven't done a whole lot of work and it doesn't look too bad. All right. Let's do the fence now. Where are we on the video? We're at about 8 minutes. So that's not too bad. So we're going to do what one of the students suggested. We're going to use a torus, like I should have done. Just for now, I'm just going to take the top here, and I'm going to delete this for now. I'll put it back later. Okay. And I'm going to do this. Now, obviously, you know, this thing is fat. We have to make it skinny. So the tube radius is going to be 0.005. All right, very good. This is exactly what we want. We do this. Look how good, look at how nicely that works out. That works out so well. It really does. This is just great. This is such a good way to do this. Awesome. So I'm just going to come in here and, you know, delete some of this stuff. I'm just going to make this a little bit bigger. Actually, I'm not. I lied. Okay, so what I'll do is I'm going to go to here. I'm just going to grab these and just put them right in here. That's good. Okay. Awesome. This is really good. This is much better than I made in class. You guys will notice, like, when you're doing this, you'll notice that when my videos are always better than the first time I make it. Because, you know, I've practiced it one time and I've got some good ideas, so they're always better the second time. I don't know why. All right, so that's that. It looks really good. Now we're just going to add in the what do you call it? The gates. So let's go ahead and do that. Well, I'm going to be lazy. I already have one here, right? So I'm just going to clone this. Click OK. And I'm going to move it here like this. I'm going to put it down. I'm just going to do something really quick. I'm going to go to where it says transform and then pivot. And I'm just going to click center pivot. And that'll snap the pivot right on my object. This will make my life a little bit easier to place it. All right. This is way easier than how it worked out in class. This is great. This is so good. All right. This is a lot quicker too. Okay, so now we're just going to go ahead and we're going to go to top view here. All this stuff. I don't know why I didn't think about this when I made it the first time. That's okay though. I'm thinking about it now. So we're going to go to transform. We're going to go to pivot. And we are going to move over the local rotate pivot. To it's not that one. To right there-ish. Good. So now we're going to go and we're going to right click on it. We're just going to go to clone. Just for now, I'm going to take this top gate and I'm just going to like move it out of the way for just for a minute. Actually, let's do it for both. All right, so we'll do it for both. We're going to take these gates. This is a neat tool you could use. I'm going to just click this eyeball. Okay. And let's go ahead and go to top view. And what I'll do is I'll do this. And I'm just going to clone it, okay? I'm going to click on it. And I'm going to rotate it. Clone, click on it and rotate it. Now I'm going to click on these three. I'm going to clone them. I'm going to click on these three and I'm going to rotate them. Now if you ask them, hey Mr. Slow, why didn't you do this during class? I have no idea. I should have. I really should have. Now we're going to clone. All right. And now we're going to clone. You guys watching this video are getting all the cool modeling tricks that I just came up with. Okay, so this is a little bit big. We'll fix that later. That's fine. Okay. So there you go. Let's go ahead and grab our gates, which were here. I think I made them invisible. So let's find their visibility. Ba-boom, ba-boom. And we have really good gates. Very good, very good. That's 4. All right, so there's one over here that's kind of hard to get to. So I'm just going to move it over a little bit. Honestly, you don't even really probably have to do this, but you know, a couple of these you probably want to just move over a little bit. See you later, hon. Have a good day.
Bye. See ya.
I'll see you in a little bit, right?
About an hour plus.
All right. Have a good session.
I'm gonna swing by Whole Foods to get milk.
Awesome.
Anything else you need?
I don't think so. Not that I could think of.
Okay.
See you later.
See you later.
All right. So I'm just fixing these. I'm just going around and fixing these a little bit. And yeah, this is really good. Okay, so let's we'll go ahead and do this. Clone it. Bring it up there. And what you could do is, if you want, is you could take this gate and you can make it bigger. And then you could take all these guys. Then you can make them taller. All right. All right. This probably looks as good, if not better, than the one we made together. And I made this in about how long? I don't know. Quickly. Can't see the time of the video. 16 minutes? All right, let's just get our benches. Let's just do our benches and call it a day. So what we're going to do with the benches is we're going to grab this guy and we're just going to... Actually, let's do a new cube. All right. Let's put this against the wall. Do that. And we can put this right against the gate here. And to make it easy for ourselves, we could sort of make it straight like that. You know, depending on how you want to design this thing, but that looks cool. That's a good bench. And then maybe we could duplicate this. We could clone it. Bring it down. And do this. All right. I'm just making like a little bit of a post. Because maybe, you know, you have some larger people who are going to hang out here. And we don't want them to break their butts. So we're going to do this. This is so we don't get sued here. All right. Awesome. That's the bench. So the easiest way to do this is to take all these things. All right. And there's a tool here. It's down here. It's called merge. And you'll notice that, wow, this puts it almost right in the center. So what we could do is we could right click and clone, grab it, and just do this, okay? Rotational symmetry is a beautiful thing. It makes life very easy. Okay, so now we could go in here, just kick those back a little, kick that back a little, kick that back a little, kick this back a little. All right, I think that looks very nice. There you go, you have a gazebo. It's not a bad gazebo. It's not great, but hey, it's pretty good, and we've made it in what? 18 minutes, 19 minutes. That's it. That's all you have to do. You do this. This is full credit right there. Okay, I hope you enjoyed watching the video. I hope you you got something out of this. Feel free to add some more stuff to it if you like. Add some texturing to it. You know, whatever. But as of now, this is A-okay. If this is all you do, you're good to go. Thanks for watching.